Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This video is continuing my series about the official end of NaNoWriMo, just basically unpacking very complicated thoughts and emotions I've had about this. These videos are based off of blog posts I wrote in June of 2025, and this one is about why I kept participating after all the scandals. Maybe it was against my own better judgment to do it for the last time in NaNo 2024, despite sitting at the April and July camp months. I just thought, like, I was asking too much of the board, and Kilby apparently just, eventually they'll get better, they'll reform, they'll realize something has to be done major to really shake things up and like change it for the better. I'm going to give them the grace to like atone for their massive mistakes and sins and failures. That nope, they just kept driving that sinking ship into the ground until the end. But so anyway, before the scandals we're so familiar with broke, I had serious reservations about continuing to participate in NaNo. As early as 2021, I explored that in several blog posts. The board's divisive, inappropriate, presumptuous political turn had already left a very bitter taste in my mouth and reinforced my political homelessness. But learning they heartily endorsed the woke new anti-Semitism made it so many times worse. In this blog post, I forgot to mention, if it was published on the 18th of June, it's from an Instagram screenshot I took. One more time. If you are not Jewish, it has like the clapping hands in between each word, and they're all like different skin tones to reflect the fact that Jews really are not all white. We come in many different skin colors, but anyway, you do not have the final say in whether or not something is or isn't anti-Semitic, and she put a period between each word to emphasize it. They had the absolute audacity and chutzpah to goy-splain anti-Semitism to the 4 Israeli MLs, municipal liaisons, and on their DEI page, chronicling all these political moves by descending date. Like, why do they even need that? Like, it's a writing challenge. It's not a freaking political organization. They bragged about that conversation ending by demanding the Israeli MLs listen to organizations full of non-Jews, self-hating Jews, and people pretending to be Jewish because, like, say, one of their great-great-grandparents was born Jewish even though they did nothing with it. Maybe they even converted to Christianity or Islam, or they found Jewish ancestry in a DNA test. Like, isn't it funny? I mean, no, not really funny. I'm being sarcastic. How these people who bang on and on about, oh, my family is Jewish. Oh, this like stalker on Twitter is hurling anti-Semitism at me. But then when you check their like actual tweets, like they have not mentioned the hostages. They have not mentioned Hamas, condemning Hamas or anything. They don't mention anything unless it's like, oh, I'm Jewish. I'm taking advantage of my identity as a Jew and as a tribe. So like basically, how dare you, NaNo? You were like telling people who actually have the lived experience of being Jewish and living in Israel to listen to your woke BS because reasons. Like, oh, I have like so many other things I could just rant about this topic, and this is another screenshot from Instagram in the post I was illustrating it with. Non-Jews feel awfully comfortable telling Jews what is or isn't anti-Semitic, where our own ancestors are from, what our own words mean, how we feel, what we stand for, and whether or not we're allowed to live. I decided to put aside my reservations and participate like usual to keep the connection with my friends in my region, which I remained registered with even after leaving New York. Since in-person events were canceled for the second year in a row thanks to COVID, one of our MLs, Grace, hosted Zoom writings, and it was really, really nice to have that kind of connection again with my writing community. Even though we couldn't be together in person, I was like 900 or so miles away. At least I could like see their faces again and like talk to them in real time as we were like, writing and chatting in between the sprints. Besides wanting to stay connected with friends, I continued doing NaNo out of force of habit and not liking to break long-standing routines I've grown very used to. I love a routine. I don't really enjoy when my routine is disrupted because then I have to learn a whole like new routine in its place. NaNo never really felt the same after the 2019 website redesign, and the 2 years of COVID cancellation made it even worse. When the child grooming scandal broke halfway through November 2023, many people were so horrified, shocked, disgusted, and angry they never participated in any NaNo events again. I opted out of Camp Nano in both April and July 2024, holding out hope they surely must be doing something, anything, behind the scenes to save their organization and come back even stronger. NaNo was going to celebrate its 25th anniversary in November 2024, and they couldn't let it end so ignobly, or at least so I thought, I naively assumed. I had seriously conflicting feelings about doing NaNo 2024, particularly after the latest scandal, like so many, yet another, of endorsing AI and decrying anyone opposed to AI in creative writing as ableist, classist, and privileged. Yeah, spoken by people like bourgeois champagne socialists who wouldn't know like ableism or classism or actual economic privilege, like or disprivilege, if it like knocked them in the face in a freaking windstorm. These people would not last a day in an actual working class like Milltown or anything like that. But again, I wanted to leave the door open for them to reform and come back so much stronger. So many things could have easily been done to fix all these problems if only interim director Kilby, real name is Kim, and the handful of other people still on the board had been humble enough to step aside and let someone else take charge. Instead, Kilby continued weaving the rope to hang herself and denounced the entire NaNo community as the problem to the bitter end. Oh yeah, great leadership there, Kim. I can see why you have destroyed now at least 2 organizations, maybe even 3 or more, who knows. I was also very proud of writing almost 2 million words during my time with NaNo, and didn't want all that to be wiped out by deleting my profile. To me, NaNo is always about the worldwide writing community and the connections we made with other writers. The political emails presuming we all must be faux aggressive wokesters, the child grooming scandal, the support for AI, and Kilby's dictatorial antics weren't the work of the many writers around the world. Like, I mean, of course, like I was in no way, shape, or form like trying to justify or ignore, just explain away the scandals. I was as disgusted and shocked and horrified by them as pretty much everyone else. But it was like, why punish the people who were like innocent, like the like millions of people or like hundreds of thousands, however many, who were like doing the challenge? They had nothing to do with what happened. That was all on the board. You know, like we shouldn't like punish the innocent along with the guilty. Many Rhymos didn't know about any of these issues until stumbling into social media posts on like Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. People who only participated in November had no idea there had been a serious child abuse scandal with the Young Writers Program, nor that the board had caused such a debacle with their pro-AI stance. And like some people, I'm surprised because I thought, you know, NaNo was such a big writing community institution, like, but apparently many people had no idea this was an actual official like organization. They thought it was, oh, just something informal and fun people do, like, you know, No Shave November, or one of those like, you know, fun like wacky created holidays like a National Teddy Bear Day, or like Eat Something Standing Up Over the Kitchen Sink Day, or something like that. No, it was an actual nonprofit organization, although it should not have become a nonprofit. There was no reason for that at all. I went into that in a prior video. Another reason I participated in NaNo 2025 was oppositional defiance against creepy groupthink on social media, sorry not sorry, like Redditors downvoting and dogpiling people into oblivion for saying they were doing NaNo and didn't see the need to delete their profile over issues unrelated to the masses of ordinary writers who made up the community. The NaNo subreddit, which I only lurk on for obvious reasons, there's just so much like echo chamber groupthink. I also only like read instead of posting on the subreddits for fountain pens and like ear stretching or body piercing stretching in general. There's just like way too much groupthink. Like they would tell me, oh no, my ears must be all effed up because I didn't wait at least 3 months between every single stretch, even ones that are only like 0.5 millimeters. And oh no, you taped up to a few sizes. Oh, your ears must look like crap. Oh no, they don't. I'm just doing something that like works, that just because it's not your group thing in the fountain pen subreddit, oh, that's a whole cluster. What, like a total hypocrisy and like wokeness to the hilt. But anyway, getting back to NaNo, the NaNo subreddit now deletes any posts with Facebook or Twitter links. That's what that just like, we say a groupthink, creepy echo chamber, since their owners are personae non gratae. In woke world, remember when we didn't let our personal opinions of people stop us from using their websites, listening to their music, reading their books, or watching their films? I mean, like, I don't really care. I have many strong opinions either way about Mark Zuckerberg, but like, I don't like Muskrat at all. Sorry, not sorry, but like, not allowing any links to Twitter just because that creepy billionaire owns it. Like, seriously, grow the F up. Seriously. It was also really creepy how someone on Reddit asked, "Are we still wearing our Nano shirts?" Like, what? Who is this we? And why would any intelligent person destroy or throw away an article of clothing they spent money on and enjoyed up till that point based on groupthink? I bought the 2014 shirt, which I've worn in several prior videos, to celebrate my first year of officially doing Nano, and the 2023 shirt, which I'm wearing now, as a last memory in case the organization folded on account of the serious scandal. I also love the designs on both and continue to wear them proudly, and I particularly like this one because, like, it's a cat, dreaming of being a leopard. I absolutely love cats. A bunch of my shorts here on my YouTube channel are about my local community cats I help with taking care of and the neighborhood cats I'm friends with when I go for walks. So basically, like, screw you, I like these shirts. And if I had bought like mugs before they sold out, like I particularly liked this 2021, maybe it was, maybe somewhere in the 2020s, it doesn't really matter what year. It was like a medieval knight writing with a quill pen, and there was like a castle. I would have loved that design on a shirt. I think all the mugs sold out, and they had like maybe posters too, like and they had rabbits on another shirt. I really regret in hindsight not getting more shirts, only having these two I have. But anyway, like, why? It just makes no sense. Like, oh, are we still wearing our shirts? Yeah, you would fit really well into a totalitarian society, little child. This is why, like, the word woke has become a pejorative, despite people claiming, oh, it really means woke to social injustices. Yeah, like 20, 30 years ago, if you do not genuinely, like, don't like how it's shifted to a pejorative association, and by the way, I'm not conservative at all. I'm an old school lefty. Like, take it up with the people who actually made it into a pejorative with their certain politics. Don't like complain because people are using it the way it has shifted. It's like saying, oh, people should, why are they using the word gay to mean same-sex attracted? You should just use it the way people in the 20s and the 30s did. Oh, I'm so young and gay. Oh, you look very gay today, Becky, like happy and merry. Like, language has shifted. Like, you can't really fight that. But anyway, like, off-topic rant over. Even now, there are Rhymos still only just finding out about Nano's demise. They were shocked to discover the website vanished in late May, since they didn't get any advance notice. I only know about these things because, as I was just saying, I lurk on the NaNo subreddit often enough and belong to my writing group's Facebook page, name change to avoid association with NaNo after all the MLs were sacked in April 2024. Reddit posted many leaked emails and descriptions of goings-on with Kilby and the MLs. There's been radio silence on NaNo's official social media sites, like Twitter and Instagram. Not one word since November 2024, and they only posted sporadically during the final NaNo, which is particularly shocking. Like, in Preptober, October, they, historically, in all those years past, they were like all over it. Oh, daily motivation. Here's how you can do Preptober day 15, or like a character like study or something, or like a flowchart, whatever. Like, nothing, almost nothing. It's like they weren't even trying to save the organization. It's just like a big like middle finger to every one of us. Like many another captain before her, Kilby chose to go down with her sinking ship, but without doing anything to try to salvage what she could of a horrific situation. Instead of assessing the damage and overseeing the loading of lifeboats, she acted like nothing out of the ordinary were afoot. Like, to use the obvious example most people probably know about, can you imagine during the sinking of Titanic, Captain Smith, he's just sitting in a chair in a dark corner and pouting instead of giving like decisive orders, like what to do. Oh, how bad is the damage? When can we expect it to sink? Okay, like, women and children have the first priority. Like, many people, that's off topic, they think that it was not to like women and children only. It was like they had the priority, like men could board too if like everyone else was in a lifeboat and no other ladies and children wanted to get in. But anyway, she was like the exact opposite of a noble captain going down with the ship. She didn't even try to do like anything. And I really, really hope this, you know what, never works in leadership again. And I hope, well, I don't think her genre is my type of thing anyway, but if she has any other pen names besides Kilby Blades, like I hope I never inadvertently finance her career by buying those books under different pen names. She just totally sucks. Like, what she did was inexcusable to a beloved community organization. So thank you guys very much for watching all the way through to the end. And please leave me a comment down below letting me know your opinions and experiences and memories with NaNo. What did you think of their like political turn towards like faux aggressive wokeism? Did that leave a bad taste in your mouth like it did with me? And again, like, I shouldn't even have to like say this, but I'm not conservative at all. Like, not everyone who is anti-woke is like some cartoonish, a caricature of like a right-wing extremist. Like, some of us are actually lefties, but we just old school lefty principles. And NaNo, it was just like a total cluster button. And in a way, I'm kind of glad the plug was pulled. Maybe they can start all over again with like a new board and a fresh direction in a couple of years or so. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I will see you soon. Bye.